What's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today we are gonna be playing some Libram Paladin. I don't normally like playing decks that I've already played at the start of expansions. I like to typically wait a little bit over a month, just playing new decks every single day. But I've never gotten more requests for a deck, especially after the deck got buffed. I feel like more and more people want to see it. So I decided to say, fuck it, and we're gonna break that rule real quick. And we're gonna actually try out the deck. Does that make sense? Well, not try out, but like retry out. I don't really know how to phrase it, but we're gonna play it again now that it got buffed. For those who are wondering, I believe this got buffed. What else got buffed? I don't know if anything else got buffed that we're playing in this version, but I know that this got buffed. It used to be a 2/3, now it's a 3/2. Which is actually a huge buff, and it's what I said that should be buffed to, just because it's insane. Like, as a 2/3, it takes so long for it to break, it's just kind of irrelevant, and it doesn't kill some of the more relevant minions in the format. To be fair, at 3 attack, it still misses out on Dark Glare, but you do have Divine Brew to help beat Dark Glare decks. I'll walk through that if we hit it. If not, I'll talk about it later. I'll just talk about it in the first game. You know, I'm tired of standing here. Might as well queue up the first one, and let's see how it goes. Alright. So, first game. We're playing, my guess is against another... Actually, I think we're playing against the mirror match. Smallest whole hand. It was not... This hand is also not exactly great. Alright. Anyways, I guess I'll talk about that interaction now. Because it is kind of relevant for some people. I figure I might as well say what it is. Divine Brew. It can give any character Divine Shield. As you can use it on your face, you can use it on your opponent's face. Therefore, if your opponent is not really expecting it and kind of does a dumb play and decides to go Dark Glare, right, into play Cobalt Librarian onto. I want to play this, but it loses. I lose the game, I think, if he has weapon. Here, let's do this. So yeah, if they do that, well, the Cobalt Librarian will not be dealing them damage, as they'll be popping their shield. In which case, you can then deal with the Dark Glare, and your opponent didn't get to trigger it, and lost 2 damage dealt to self. It can help. It can slow them down a little bit. And overall, honestly, is not the worst. Okay, let's do this. Probably don't get a trigger off this attack, but the main thing I wanted was just to get the second Libram drawn. Or I do get it off, which would be nice. Yeah, sorry, I'm adjusting the volume of my computer, so it is very loud in my ears. Alright. I burnt my fucking finger at work yesterday, and it hurts like a bitch when I rub my hand over it. I actually burnt a really, really awkward style. I burnt the knuckle on my middle finger. Like, it's the side of the knuckle, and I accidentally touched a flat top. I mean, look, I'm an idiot. I deserve, I don't want to say I deserve it, but I fucked up, you know? So, therefore, my fault. But no, it sucks. That, I can confirm, it fucking sucks. But yeah. Also, earlier today, kind of, I don't want to say fucking around, but, earlier today, I actually have a couple stories about today to tell. I had an eventful day, and a weird day. But before we get into that, I hope everybody has a beverage. Currently drinking me a Pepsi. But if I finish this video, you know I'm gonna crack me open a nice cold beer. I have 2 stories today. First one, a little bit short, more of a flex, I guess. I went to my LGS, my local game store today, and decided to buy a booster pack. I had to go pick up sleeves. I was out of Slim Fits. I was like, ah, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna go pick me up a pack or two, and then go home, crack them, have fun. So I bought Jumpstart for what's the name of these set? Foundation Jumpstart. I opened myself an Anime Rev, which is pretty cool. Tithe Extractor. It's like an $80 card, which is why it's pretty dope in a $5 booster pack. Other story, which I guess sucks a little bit, because I wanted to do it, but then lost track of time and got distracted. Did not quite realize I ate dinner so late, which I know sounds wild, but I really did not realize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's fine. Pretty good. Elusive, I guess. Where should I put this now? This, I can play this on this, but I want to draw. I can't do that now. Let's just do this. This way he's forced to punch in here. He might not be able to kill this. Right, so he does poke, poke. Suspect, it's 4. This, he could theoretically kill this. It takes everything on his board. Goes poke, poke, plays Libram on this, pokes here, plays Libram on this, pokes here. That does technically work. I fucked up. I should have played this first. Before playing the Adapt. My ideal was hit Elusive to play around Holy Glowstick. Maybe I should have done this instead of this. This deck, okay, this thing, I won't lie, is kind of easy. I never finished my story that I was telling, but whatever. I'll finish that after. I also can't do this to continue drawing cards. It's hitting Elusive was actually really bad, huh? It was good because this is probably Glowstick. So it plays around that. You can actually kill it. That's not ideal. Yeah. Could have cycled through more of my deck. He's drawn so many more cards than I have. It's a little scary. That's not bad, actually. It is a holy spell, which is even better news, I guess. Do this. I fucked up. I wanted to play this. Did not realize I was so out of mana. And go like this. It's gonna go like this, and I'll play this. This here. Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, as I was saying in my story, it sucks that I lost track of time, but I was expecting dinner closer to like 6:30. I ended up eating dinner at 7:30 because reasons. My mom just got home really, really late because the city we live in decided to get like half a foot of snow. Yeah, it's like, I think I heard on the radio today like 7 centimeters, if that says anything to most people. It won't mean shit unless you're in like sciences, I guess. Oh, Creative Cloud has an update. But yeah, we got like 7 inches of snow. And my mom crosses a bridge to go to work and then back home. And she waited like an hour in traffic on the bridge to get home, which really sucks, but what can you do? So because of that, dinner got a little bit later. It is what it is. And then before dinner, I was like, one of the things I've been having a lot of fun doing in Balloons recently is I've just been trying to figure out different 2TCs and 2 Megapops. So I was trying to do a 2 Megapop, or sorry, not a 2 Megapops, but an all pops with the Inferno Ring. which took a little bit longer than planned. I will not lie. I need this thing dead. Okay, we can actually do this. This. So yeah, I wanted to do an all mega or an all pops with an Inferno Ring, which I eventually did, but I spent way too long on trying to do it as a 502, and then I got on my first try as a 520, which was kind of funny. I noticed like, again, after way too long, it took me like, just saying, yeah, probably like an hour and a half, after dinner to realize, oh wait, I'm getting just like Pierce capped, and I'm dying because I'm getting Pierce capped. And the second upgrade in the middle path, I don't think it quite doubles your Pierce, but it like raises your Pierce by a lot. So yeah, realized I was getting Pierce capped, and then finally fixed it. I don't understand how he has so many cards in hand. Like, I actually no idea. I feel like the only reason I have a chance at winning this if I even do, I feel like I do. Did he get the attack off? If he didn't get the attack off, that's huge for me, but I think I did. I think I saw him. No, yeah. We get this attack off, though. Or a hero power off. Man somehow queued up so many more. That's a huge draw, actually. Should have done the opposite order, honestly. Guess the one thing I have over him is the fact that I have 4 more cards in my deck. He'll just be hitting fatigue faster. So he's played 2 of these. I'm not. The problem is I just have so many dead draws left in my deck. Like, these are both dead. This is good. This is mid. I actually kind of want him to start targeting this, right? The more he targets it, the more cards he draws, the closer he gets to fatigue. If I do manage to kill it then on my turn, I'm in a great position. Yeah, I fucked up super hard. If I would have punched here, I'd be 1 life lower. This would have 1 more health. He couldn't kill it with his weapon. That's really unfortunate. But I don't want this thing dead. I want them to target this. Right here. Yeah, that punt was really fucking bad. Oh my god, that punt is gonna actually cost me this game. Fuck, I'm sorry. I misplayed super hard and now I'm upset. So yeah, that misplay was really bad. Just because he couldn't kill it in the opposite world, which meant that I would have a 6/4 or yeah, a 6/4 here. He'd have most likely poked me in the face. I could have then poked, played this, killed this. You'd have this against my 6/4. Yeah, I would have been in just such a better position. Now I think I'm dead, right? 1, 2, 3 plus 7, that's 10. I'm at 20. Plus 4. An interesting way to do that. Okay, well. Enter the Coliseum. Beautiful. That's actually huge. I think that's the only way we won the game. Because he has Divine Brews, which you don't really care about. He has 2 Wisdoms, which we do kind of care about. This, I mean, it just means we're going 1 for 1 the entire game until we hit something actually relevant. But we could hit this and we can kill this for free and then we win the game, right?
I haven't had a challenge like this in years.
Oh wait, I forgot you could do it that way. Yeah, whoops, my bad. I was gonna say, I'm safe with Bubbles, but I forgot that he had the Divine Brews. Yeah, my one misplay, like 3 turns earlier, legitimately lost me the game. So, it is what it is. What can you do? Anyways, with all that being said, let's, I guess, queue up the next one, and hopefully have it go better. Or I guess, yeah, I'll see y'all there. Are we hitting him? Man, I just wanted to hit, like, a variety of decks to show the power level of this deck, but this deck has... The popularity of Libram Paladin has skyrocketed over the last... What would you guys say, month? To be fair, I get it. To be fair, this is Highlander Libram slash... I know exactly what we're playing against. It's not a fun matchup either. It's... Fuck, what's the name of the deck? Highlander Holy Wrath, if I'm not mistaken. It could be Renathal Libram, which would be pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Oh, let's go for a greedy play here. That should be fine. To be fair, I also want to admit that last game, our draw was not ideal. We never found Crystology in the early game. We didn't find the weapon in the early game. We couldn't really abuse these and abuse all the Libram cards. So, I mean, it could have been better, but it is what it is, you know? This is a really good draw. The second Libram here would be ideal. That's... might actually just be better. This might actually just straight up be better. Because if he kills the 1/1 here, that's fine. I'm not too worried. Ah, fuck. Get the rebuke. Unlucky rebuke for us. What can you do? Ooh, that is a phenomenal draw. Boy, no, I'll play the 5/5 taunt. Protect my guys from his weapon if he has it. This just would have been insane to play here. Like, my whole board would be huge. Like, it's so strange. This card on this is huge, right? You get a 3/4. Like, that's just good stats for the mana. How? Oh, that's true. This discounts it by 2. Oh, well, we hit poisonous. Come on, poisonous. One time. I don't have the good one here, which really sucks. So we're gonna play this, and we're gonna play both of these. I want to hold back on this in case he has an answer to the board. Again, if he has an answer to the board, it is what it is, but it's one of those things where I don't really feel like it's worth it, seeing that I have lethal on board. 7, 10, 15, 20, 23, 26, plus 2 in hand, plus extra from deck. Like, don't really have to worry about it. It's also wild to me that this deck is not playing Libram of Divinity. Like, this is like the full-on aggro version, which I do think is probably the best one to climb with. Which some people might disagree, but the reason I would say it's the best one to climb with is just because it's faster, right? Yes, you lose out on some of the value that some of the other Libram cards give you, mostly the +3/+3 you get back at the end of every turn, but the advantage you gain on just trying to be as fast as possible and be a turn or two faster against some decks is going to help win the game, right? So that's why it's one of those things that I think that this is probably the better version to win with. So, yeah. Anyways, with all that being said, let's queue up the next one. The fact that we hit another Pally is absurd. Like, okay, so it's both Aldor, which is pretty nice. Dead draw. Unlucky. We drew both of them here, so this is just like actually not a real card drawn. Alright. Let's just play both of these in case we have a weapon next turn. Right. This is a holy spell, which means we can draw with this. There's so many good holy spells in this deck. Yeah, he's playing the slightly slower version. It's a good one. I know it doesn't really make a big difference, but I just like to empty up my hand, like, with things like that. I'm just gonna probably put the 2. I love that play for me. This card is huge here. This is actually such huge tempo swing. This is actually insane. Like, bro. Alright. Is he playing the Libram spell that gives him a 1/1 weapon and shenanigans? He was targeting his face with something. That's fine, I beat that. Is this lethal? I don't think it's quite lethal. It's 10, 50. Ah, it is above lethal. It's 15, 17. Or 16. Or no. 15, 21. 21 plus 3 from hand. Ah, lost 10 damage. This would be 6 plus 5, 11. $11. This is just +1, right? I'm 1 off it being more. Oh well. We're a little bit off, but I don't think it matters. He's at 2. The deck typically doesn't play any life gain. He's playing a slow version, as you can see with the Prismatic Beam. It might help against aggro, but turns out also just being a turn faster helps against aggro. And we kill him next turn, guaranteed, with just our face, unless he plays a Stingray, Lightray. Alright, well, this is how this deck is supposed to play. Please don't concede. Beautiful. Beautiful. I want to play this. The reason I want to play this is just I have a quest to play one more Draenei. So... Bruh! Bruh, you could have at least let me play the last Draenei. Now I'm at 29 on 30. Right? I'm at 20... Or 9 on 30... 9 on 10, sorry. That's so tilting. And it could have hero power to finish off both those. What a dick, man. Anyways, we have time for one last game, so let's queue it up. Alright. Oh, this hand is rough. No one drop. Okay, we hit a one drop. Oh, and we hit the Libram of Wisdom. We're so good at this game. Let's go. Behold what? My cock? Because you do. That is something he should behold. My fucking cock. Alright. Let's just play aggressively, man. Let him play his quest and shit. Well, let's play like... Wait, hold up a second. I just realized that this shit ain't quest. It's fucking arena lock? Wild.
I cannot read them.
Job's done.
Fucking low rolled, are you? You can't be serial. You can't be serial, man. I low rolled. Give me weapon. Weapon off the top. Let's go. Rip the weapon. That's not the weapon. Ish. No. No. Edge. Fuck. Hitting this would have been so good. How many minions are left in my deck for this? 4? I have to go for this next turn again. It was... I don't know if playing this was necessarily best last turn. I could have reduced the cost of the one flickering in my hand by 1 more. Just so I could have played it this turn. Okay, I have to play this really differently now. Draw Holy Spell. If you know what, if he has a board wipe, he has a board wipe. That's how I'm playing this game. I don't believe he has it. Sometimes in games, you have to say if he has it, he has it. And I'm saying he doesn't have it. Partially because I think he's dead if I Crusade. It's plus 12. That's 12. 15. Oh, he actually had the board wipe. Must be lucky. Ugh, not an ideal burn. There we go.
I cannot wait to read these.
This is for holy spells, right? Oh, if he has another board wipe, there has to be a bigger one. I think he's playing Reno, so I guess he could have Zephyrus. I just hope he doesn't. I want to get him with this.
Are you gonna clean that
For
up?
fucking real? He had another board wipe? Bro, what in the world, man? That's so unlucky. I don't have any more minions in my deck.
I cannot
I'm in a really bad position. I lose. He had double board weight. I mean, maybe there's a way I could have played around table flip. Unlucky. I definitely just. I guess I misplayed. Well, I'm good. Oh well, that sucks. He had the answers. Ah, whatever. We do have enough gold for boost packs, which is always fun. And with how my luck has been today with boost packs, hopefully this goes well. Oh fuck! I also hate how this thing is bugged and it doesn't continue. I meant to collect one of these things at the start of the video because I definitely just wasted 5%. We would have actually probably been at 72. Fuck you, game. Oh, we actually are at 72. And I also got first place with one of the new heroes in Battlegrounds. What the fuck, game? Why are you starting me this early? You think I'm bad at the game? Can't complete challenges? Didn't give you enough fucking money? I just keyed. One of the cool things with standard packs for me, I guess, might be different for you guys. I own every other legendary in standard, so that should theoretically be one of the new ones. If not, forgot you can get signatures, but I'm okay with that. That Arana is sick. I guess I need to learn how to play the Demon Hunter deck now. That is so nice, actually. Well, it's not a new one, but I'll take it. That is a sick legendary. That art is so nice. Lego? More legendaries in this video, please? I want one more legendary. Versus I need more legendaries from this set. Feels bad. Whole bunch of comments. It is what it is. No worries. I don't want to go look at that Arana again. I don't have a diamond Arana, right? No. I just have the regular one. So nice. I'm also gonna have to figure out how to play this deck just because I have the super fancy version. It's probably not the right choice and the right way to go about doing that, but you know what? I'm gonna learn to play the deck because of the nice card. I just think it's funny to do it that way. So next time we stream, that's gonna be the deck we're playing, I guess, just because I feel like I should learn it. To be fair, I feel like there's a lot of decks I should learn. Playing this game for this much time, I should start learning about all the like the decks I don't quite know how to play properly, or I should just get better at them. Honestly, I play this game a lot, way too much to be bad at very, very popular decks. Anyways, Libram Paladin deck is really, really good. Again, I feel like I make a lot of small misplays that some people are gonna say are huge. You could definitely hit high legend with this deck. I don't want to say it's the best deck in the format to climb with, so I don't think it is, but it's definitely one of those decks that is up there. I definitely think it's like, if it isn't tier 1, it's at the top of tier 2. But the deck is very strong, and there's a whole bunch of different versions of the deck, so depending how you like to play, if you want like playing slower, you can go 40 cards, play some of the slower ones, play maybe the combos with Lanessa, I want to say it is. Is it this one? Like, you can play it with like this, who's the pure, like you can do it like a pure Highlander one. Play things like this inside of it. Is it a 6-drop? Like this could be played in there. Oh, I could have swore there was another one. Am I tripping? Right here. Like you can do like some combinations with like this and this. I was just blind and fucking missing. Play this. Like there's a whole bunch of different ways you could build the deck, and I think like this version is good. I think the slower version is just as good, just a little bit slower at climbing. Because again, I'd probably say you'd have similar to win rates. Just one, instead of taking 5 minutes for your games, and take 7-8 minutes. So just think that if you're taking say 7.5 minutes versus 5. Every 2 games you play, the person playing this deck is playing 3 games. Therefore, statistically, the more games you play, the faster you hit Legend, especially with very similar win rates. That guy's going to probably hit Legend you maybe a day to maybe even a week, depending how many games you play in a day, earlier. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I play the Iron one. I think on stream, I would like to play the slower one, just because I also prefer slower decks typically. But the deck is fun, and I do really like the Libram mechanic, and I'm glad to see that it came back, and I would like to see them push it even further. Mechanics like this, I think the Plague mechanic should also be pushed further. More cards that shuffle it in, give different, like, I think ideally for Plagues, it's completely off topic. But I would love to see a legendary in each type. So a Blood legendary for Plagues, a Frost legendary for Plagues, and then we have the Unholy one with his Helia. And this way you could build like a 5, or I was gonna say 5 color, but no, a 3 color tribe, whatever the fuck you want to call it, rune, I think is the technical term. A 3 rune, or rainbow, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I was about to say Demon Hunter. No, a Death Knight that's like all plague based. I think that could be super, super sick. And, have them do other things where, say the Blood one could, I think they should all make them perma shuffle in. And then, I guess, no, that's kind of Helia's thing, but like, maybe the Blood one, to be fair, it'd be a little weak. They'd have to be refined, but like, maybe they deal 1 more damage and they have lifesteal. This way, they're taking 3, and you're gaining 3. And the Blood one, you're gaining 5. And then the Frost one makes maybe their spells cost 3 more. Their next spell costs 3 more. Their next card costs 3 more, or whatever. Just like small upgrades like that. Like, to be fair, again, I think they should be different than that. That's just like off the top of my head, didn't really think about what I would do. But I would like to see 1 legendary for each different rune for the Plagues. And again, they, instead of inventing newer and like, power creeping the game to fuck, why not use things you already made and build on them? Like, to me, that's like the obvious thing. And like, again, coming from playing a lot of single player games, I noticed that in a lot of single player games, right? Let's use the example of like, say, Super Mario, right? Because I feel like it's like a super easy one. Let's go 3D Mario games. You had your base game, Super Mario 64, that was all about movement, right? Like, the whole game was designed to showcase Mario's movement and the movement you could do with the N64 controller, with the joystick and everything. And then they took that concept of making it so you can basically get everywhere in the map, and make it so the movement is the fun part of the game. And then they added an extra mechanic when they brought out Flood, right? In Super Mario Sunshine, and then the Gravity and Galaxy, and the Cap and Odyssey. So just like, they always just developed on the core thing. But I feel like Hearthstone, instead, they're just building several of these unfulfilled little deck types, right? Like Plagues, I feel, are like unfulfilled, and Libram for a long time felt unfulfilled. It was just like, there was like 3 Libram spells. One of them was aggro, one of them was control, or I guess 2 of them were like control, one of them was like a little bit more tempo-y. And then the minions, one was a giant taunt minion that was overly statted. The other one was an aggressively statted 1-drop. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but like those don't really go together. And then when you print it with, you know, a card draw one, right? And a new way to reduce their cost and new ways to draw them, and like it just, you're building on that and you're making a more fully fledged idea. And I would love to see that happen with a lot more of like the mechanics and the little deck types. Like I think Odin, I mean, to be fair, Odin I still think is, I guess not anymore. He kind of got nerfed and power crept out of the game, but it'd be cool to see more things build with, like, I guess Odin is a really bad example, but I think the perfect example is Plagues, where, you know, or Demons or Imps. There's a couple Imp cards. You know, build on that. And they tried it, but they also just gave the fuck up. And I'm just like, no, just stop inventing new shit and build on what you have. I don't know. I would like to see that. Anyways, I've been babbling here at the end for like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna stop. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.